Alrighty. Welcome guys to Diversified Gaming. I'm here with FighterZ, and basically he kicks ass at this game, so we decided to make a tips and kind of skills and tricks video maybe, and he'll basically show you how to do some insane combos, power moves, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because this guy is like really good at fighting games and likes to like nicest way possible fucking anally rape you, and yeah. Alright, so again, appreciate it.
What's up everybody, FighterZ here. Just gonna give some tips and pointers, just like Diversified Gaming said. If you guys have any suggestions and teams that you want to see, feel free to recommend them. I'm just gonna kind of start off with some of the, like a basic team with some of the basic fighters like Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan, and just kind of show what different things they can kind of pull off together, and different combos and moves that you can string together with these characters. So, hope you enjoy.
Alright, so let's get this started.
Alright, so Goku is a really basic generalist kind of character. A lot of his moves work pretty much anywhere. Some of his only limitations is like his ultimate can only be done on the ground, which try blocking it. Or not. That move can only unfortunately be done on the ground. I know the game's been out for a while, but some people aren't aware of what some of the limitations are for the moves. Goku's Super Kamehameha, however, can be done in the air and on the ground too. The interesting thing about Super Kamehameha is you can actually point it where it goes. And it's the same thing with this basic Kamehameha. Along with that move, he also has the instant transmission Kamehameha, which only points upwards, but here's a good combo that you can mix it up with. You'll knock your opponent up in the air, knock them back down, and then finish them off with instant transmission Kamehameha. Another good one is just slamming them to the ground and then starting to bring in some of the other teammates into the fight, if you can switch fighters.
I did that one. I did that.
Hold the button. There you go. So you can go ahead and perform a combo and then smash into the wall, and I'll bring in Vegeta. Or not.
What you said, right? A combo?
And then now Vegeta's here in the fight. And what a lot of people don't understand that they can actually do with these characters is that you can switch not only into supers, but you can also switch into ultimates, which I know a lot of people online have actually done it, but some people who are newer to the game still don't really have an idea of how to do it. And the easiest way to explain it is if you look at their move lists, it'll say how to do the ultimate, and as you're performing a super attack with one character, so say Vegeta, I start off with Big Bang attack, so block this one real quick. And instead of just tapping the button, which brings in the other character doing their super, so I'll switch to Goku. What you do instead is that you'll do the motion as if you're about to do an ultimate with the same character, but instead of pushing the right bumper or the right trigger, by the way, we're playing on Xbox, you'll end up pushing the left bumper or the left trigger, depending on which character you want to switch to. So in Goku's case, I'll switch to Vegeta now. Now it comes in doing Final Flash. That's just some of the things that you can do with some of these characters. Other some cool combos that I can start showing you here in a bit. just includes just pretty much kind of knocking the character all over the place. So I'll start performing some combos that I've kind of done with some of these characters.
I'm going to show you true power. This is bad. Too slow.
Whoops.
As you can see, I don't think anybody would enjoy this ever.
Chip damage is definitely a thing. Especially with that move. I think I did see on other YouTubers that cover Dragon Ball FighterZ, we're talking about there's gonna be a balance patch coming into the game soon. So Vegeta is one of the characters that they said they were gonna rebalance. So I have no idea what they're gonna exactly do with Vegeta. I just hope they don't, you know, underpower him, because he is kind of strong, but at the same time he still has his faults. Like, since he's a smaller character, his reach isn't as good. But he's definitely a fast character for sure. I think we can do a rematch on that one, and I'll start showing you just some more combos.
Looks like someone's been slacking off on their training.
Another thing that some people don't know is when switching to supers, it's you can do something that's called the Ultimate Z combo with any group of characters, and all that consists of is performing one super, transitioning to another super, and then finishing off with an ultimate attack. Usually this will always require 5 key bars to perform. But with certain characters that are able to enhance their moves, like Team Gohan, for example, or Father Son Kamehameha, if you have 5 key bars, you can further enhance that move to do even more damage. So with this team, I don't have anybody that can actually enhance their move. So what I'll probably just do is switch them down the line as you see there and finish it off with Gohan. And I'll do it in a combo so you can kind of see it. So I'll start with Goku.
Did everybody see that?
That's usually how they go.
Hits. 7-0. My highest is like 3.
And there's other characters that can do a lot more. What you're forgetting to do there, Diversified, is if you keep pushing X, your character will actually chase them up in the air. So go ahead and keep doing that. There you go. Go ahead and just keep pushing Y now.
Okay.
Oh no. If you would have done that, if you would have kept pushing it, Vegeta would have finished it off with Galagan. So try it again. The moves aren't that complicated in this game. Try doing this. Hit X hit X 2 times, and then just keep pushing Y until it finishes. And you can do this with any character. Some characters are a little bit different, like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, for example. If you hit it X 2 times, you knock the opponent off their feet already. So usually you can just push X 1 time and then keep pushing Y, and he'll actually do his medium combo, as it's called. So that's Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. The one that I'm about to do now is the one for Super Saiyan Vegeta. Actually, hold on, you're about to die.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do it again. Oh, whoops. Let me push it again. There you go. Yeah, that next one I'm gonna use Gohan more. Or I can also switch to a different team too. Oh. Instant transmission for the win.
Good job, kids. Goku, win. All right. I'm gonna train harder and get stronger.
What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch to a team that I like to use.
Alright.
I have several teams that I like to use, but I'm gonna switch to a team that's filled with villains. So I'm gonna use Frieza, Cell, and Kid Buu, and kind of show what they can kind of do together. With this game, it's definitely important to understand the limits of your characters and how well they can perform with other characters. With this group, I kind of had a little bit of a hard time when I first put them together, stringing along combos. But as I've grown to use the characters more, I figured out what works well with them. So, and even how to perform, what is it? Ultimate Z combos as well. So when I first started off with this team, like I did not like using Frieza, I did not like using Cell that much. Kid Buu is the only person that I could get into. But as I've grown into it, I really like Cell now, and then Frieza is an amazing character as well. I know with a lot of another thing that a lot of people kind of are, I guess, underestimating with Frieza in this game as well as his one of his level 3s when he turns golden. A lot of people tend to kind of underestimate that attack or that move. I would actually use it sparingly if you can, of course, but if you are able to use it without sustaining like too much of a problem draining ki, it's actually a pretty good attack to use, because it'll increase Frieza's damage and I think his resistance along with the size of his death bombs. But the most important thing that it does is that it makes Frieza insanely fast. Death Slicer.
You're up against me now. Go! It's over! Freeze! You pay for this! Right. Continue! In the vacuum of space! I've got you! Can't you do it? I've got you! Is that all? I've got you! I've got you! I'm unstoppable! Enjoy a bit! You think of
Whoops.
Into makes no sense.
That won't do! I've got you! Can't you do anything? I've got you!
That's only one of the only bad things about Frieza. Since he's so short, his range is sort of limited.
I'm unstoppable! Enjoy a bit!
You think a fairy will
I've definitely grown to like Cell.
Whoops, my bad.
When I first started using
Guess
the
I
character,
just
he
couldn't
was
help myself.
kind of awkward to use at first because he plays very differently than a lot of the other characters
Well,
in this game.
did you learn anything from a real fighter?
I know so I have several friends who have pretty much said the same thing, that they can play with just about anybody in this game, but as soon as they get their hands on Cell, they can't do anything. But once you master Cell, he's actually a really good character to use. It offers a lot of different things that that a lot of the other characters actually don't have. Which one of the best things for Cell is that he can mix up highs and lows really fast. And he also has an actual teleporting move that a lot of people, I guess, seem to forget about. And then he also has telekinesis.
It's clear you have a death wish. It's clear you have a death wish. Can't you do it? Guess I'll give you a fright. You won't survive this. There you are. On fire!
I'll make this quick.
Let me handle this.
There's still more.
You need to be stopped. Say goodbye.
That move does so much damage.
I know. Over here trying to try my best, and so far I think I'm doing pretty better than I used to do.
You're doing better than I used to think you used to do. I think because you're actually like following with some of the things that I told you to do before.
That's totally what it is.
Kid Buu is he's the straight berserker though.
I'm going to show you true power. You're going down. I'm coming. Guess I'll give you a fight.
Need to show the ultimate Z combo with this team.
That's what you need to do.
And yeah, it's also whatchamacallit, with all these teams, you can do, or you can start and finish with anybody. They don't have to be with anybody specific. It might have to be specific with some teams of characters, but as long as you can figure out a way to actually connect all of their supers together and that actually does damage, it really doesn't matter who you started off with or who you finish it with. I think with this team, what I usually like to do, can you hit rematch?
Yep.
With this team, I usually like to start off with, I think it's either Kid Buu or FighterZ.
You'll find I'm not as naive as Kakarot.
Because I know I usually like to finish off with Cell's Solar Kamehameha. I'm going to start using this team more, but I've been using other teams. I think I usually started off with FighterZ and then switch to Kid Buu. And then as soon as they come back down, switch to Cell.
Can't you do it? See how you like this? We'll end you. We'll end you. This is bad. We'll end you. Guess I'll give you a fight. Keep at it. We'll end you. There you are. Get out of here.
Shall be destroyed.
I didn't do as much damage as I was hoping to do.
You weren't happy with the outcome?
No, trust. No, some characters with their moves together, they do insane amounts of damage. Like I might switch to my team. I'll switch my team after this. One of my favorite teams that I like to use is FighterZ, Hit, and Goku Black. They do insane amounts of damage together.
You think you're very
I'm going to show you true power. See how you like this?
That's another good way to finish it off. I was just thinking about it. Is maybe start with Cell instead, and then have FighterZ throw in a death bomb and just finish it off with Kid Buu. If you want to try doing any of this, you can too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can. This is shit.
The only problem is that you have Gotenks on your team. Gotenks, I will say, is one of my least favorite characters in this game, just because I don't think any of his moves are really that good. Like, honestly, like if you just switched out Gotenks, then that team would be fine, because Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta, and Trunks are solid characters. So I don't know. I just don't like Gotenks because of his level 1 super. Super Ghost Kamikaze attack. It doesn't really do much. Like, even when you do the medium combo, your opponent can actually get out of that most of the time. So that's actually not a bad team.
I like Captain Ginyu.
Captain Ginyu is like one of the most underestimated characters in this game. Maybe not to a lot of people who actually like really play this game, but he kind of goes under the radar by some people because they, I guess, underestimate his character since he's seen as like a lower tier character, or just like a lot of people always seem to kind of follow the actual like anime or manga's version of like strength and characters. So they always want to use like Goku, Vegeta, Hit, Goku Black, and all that other stuff, and they're great characters. But they kind of forget about Nappa, Captain Ginyu, characters that are normally weak compared to everyone else, but they're actually pretty good in this game. Even characters like Yamcha, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who don't have the game yet have heard how beastly Yamcha is. And while I don't really prefer using him, he can be pretty monstrous in this game. I will say that for sure.
Can't you do any better?
Nice.
Thank you. I tried for a second there.
You're doing good.
be a battle like none other before. How about this?
Really like this attack because people can run right through it, sure, but if you knock them into it, they just start taking damage. Oh shit, there it is.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
My combo saved my life.
I would have had it. I'm very disappointed
I
in
know
that.
you did, but Beerus slipped right underneath that. It was about to catch me.
I'm very disappointed in that.
Show me more. Show me more. Show me more. Gotcha. There we go. Impressive. Bye-bye.
Not even gonna lie, that was some shit right there. Beerus just slips right underneath Captain Ginyu.
I too have things to do.
Well, I want to thank everybody for watching this tips and basically pointers video. If you'd like to see more of this from FighterZ Edge, he's good at a lot of fighting games. So again, if you'd like to see more and you just want to do it on a random fighting game, he's good at Mortal Kombat, Injustice, any fighting game known to man. I'm pretty sure he can whoop ass in. So
I won't say that, but
it's basically what it is. I'm pretty sure he can whoop ass in any game. We'll do a couple more. If you're just tuning in, basically, Corner's video, he showed how to do a couple combos, and
There's no need to
yeah,
interfere,
it's
Lord
legit.
Beerus.
I mean, it was mostly just fighting. But
basically it. But
like I have some decent I have some pretty good combos with this team.
that's what I'm saying. So for this last part, we're just gonna go ahead and fight it out. And yeah, again, thanks for watching the video, and appreciate the support.
Not good enough.
Yeah, like whenever you do that, you can keep pushing X to finish it off.
Can't you do it?
Give me your best. Give me your best.
Dead.
The time skip. Oh no.
Oh lord, I'm trapped in the corner.
Feels I got a little carried away.
Dead.
That's the combo I like to do with this team. I found out that starting off with hit does like so much more damage than Beerus does his ultimate.
This is the stats. I'll continue to improve.
Love using hit. Not that good with him. Trying to get better with him, but
He's not that good,
Well,
guys.
the-
Not that good.
Target eliminated.
But again, guys, stay tuned for more videos. If you'd like to see more from FighterZ Edge, go ahead and leave a like, and go ahead and drop a comment in the comment box. I'll go ahead and read it.